So if you look at the history of Lego, they started off with this automatic binding brick, and the owner, the founder, he used to make wooden toys, and then he started making these plastics were coming into vogue at the time, and so he explored plastics to make toys. And then you've all seen what's happened since then with Legolands and amazing things that you can do with these toys. These bricks. So at the time, when I started there, you can see here on this slide that they had lots of stuff, but the only thing that was consistent, so this is very common for lots of brands. The only thing that's consistent is a logo. So everyone has a logo, and they put it on everything, and they go, okay, we're good. It's all consistent. But that's just the starting point. You know, that's not a brand. A logo is not a brand. And so with this kind of brand opportunity that was there, did what brands always need to do is create a brand book. So a brand book is, and we'll go through several examples today, a brand book is this is who we are. A style guide is this is what we look like, sound like, taste like, all those things. So created a brand language for Lego. So of course starts at with the logo on top, but then goes through all the elements of graphic elements, photography, illustration, how you present yourself. And so now created a brand language that puts everything into a framework, and everything starts fitting together. So the brand book as well, of course, needs to reflect what that brand looks like. So if you look at if you look at this, here's an example. These are brochures, and so you think of that brick. So there's a little brick, a little 2x4 brick. So everything about the brand came from that brick, because the brick equals, if you put, I forgot it's been a while now, so I forgot. If you put like 3 bricks together, you can build like 1,100 things or something. And 6 bricks, you can build 1,000,000 or something things, you know, different combinations. So it really is about whatever your imagination can create. So so what we had as our brand promise was endless play. It was all about endless play. Unlimited imagination. So you can play with that forever and never build the same thing twice. And so if you think of that brick, we got our brand language, our visual brand language, and inspiration, our brand promise, and everything from that brick. So about the playing, unlimited play, about your imagination, all that. And then visually, we had it has the little studs on it. So we took the radius of a circle and we applied that. So if you look at this, rounded corners, everything had rounded corners. So if you look at the rounded corners in there, you could put the stud of a brick right there, and it would fit right there. You know, a bigger or smaller version of that. So we actually took our inspiration for the visual language as well from the brick. So you start looking at it. So again, it comes back to that, not identical, but an identity. You look at this, it's done in a more subtle way here. So you look at the top of the magazine. So you have that little rule, that white rule up there, that follows that same shape. The outline that's around it does that as well. And the website, you can see how that works as well with that. And then the packaging. So this is done quite a while ago. It's probably 2003, something like that, 2003. But if you go to the shelf today, you'll still see this language there. It's endured that long, which is pretty amazing for a brand. So you look at the packaging, and the packaging has that same language. So you look at that curve right there. See that curve? That's the stud of the brick. And then we used a lot of the elements of this. So if you're creating a product, you have to communicate as well. It can't just be all emotion. It has to be what this thing is, what it does for you. So there has to be a lot of rigor around developing a brand as well. And the rigor that we created here was that framework. So like on packaging, you have a framework, the packaging framework. This is where the information goes. This is where your net weight and all your legal things go. This is where your brand, your logo would go. This is where your emotional copy would go. This is where your pictures go. So this was the framework, very rigorous. Image goes there of what the thing could look like, what the thing looks like. And then we had all the information here. Sometimes we had to translate up to 7 languages on there. So we had to have enough room to put all the information there, the age group it's for, and all that. And then this was the shelf when we started, before we started this system. This is what the shelf looked like, kind of a little bit of a mess, to a lot of rigor now. And so what great branding does, it not only creates that emotional connection, but it allows you to find stuff. You're walking down the aisle, or you're online looking through a million different sites. You can find stuff, you can shop easily because it tells you quickly, this is who I am, this is who I'm for, this is what I'm going to look like, taste like, feel like, whatever that thing is. So it has to be very clear, has to work on an emotional level, but also on a very practical level. Has to speak to the head and the heart.